Hi guys, it's been a couple of weeks since we've had a video, and I've realized that I do a lot of cooking in my pajamas. So you have to be dressed to do a video, so hence I haven't had a chance to really get going here. Tonight I'm going to do something new. I've also been doing some new recipes, and I was kind of conflicted on whether or not to post new recipes, as I really can't say whether it tastes good or not. I've got a couple of new cookbooks and a couple of new ideas that I've been playing with, and so I will hopefully shortly be able to share some of these recipes with you, as well as I do a lot of variations of vegetables and different combinations of plates. So typically if I make something for my family and I don't get a chance to do a video, it's probably not going to come around again to my menu for at least another month. So there will be a little bit of a delay in getting some videos to you. If you do see a post and you're interested in it, no, I haven't forgotten about you. It's just that I'm going through some other vegetables right now. So tonight we're actually going to be using a butternut squash. I'm just really a huge fan of root vegetables, as I do try to eat as much paleo as possible, and I noticed that I do need a lot more starch now that I've been running, and it's really helped my digestion and my stomach, as well as when I'm feeling a little under the weather. I find the starch really is a comfort food to my digestive system. So today what we're doing is we're using again another kelp noodle recipe. I know we did a kelp noodle before, but I'm going to be making actually a new vegan cheesecake. So I was trying to do something very simple for supper, and this is really kind of a really quick supper for me. And so we're using our kelp noodles, and we're soaking them in our water while we're going to make our sauce. And I have a brand new recipe for sauce that I'm going to be trying today, and so I'm hoping that it works out. You're going to be kind of working with me to discover this. I've cut up our butternut squash here into little chunks, and we're putting it in our pot here of boiling water, and we're going to let it boil as we're going to be making our sauce. So I'm going to change stations, and I'll show you how we're going to make our sauce. So here we are. A little bit challenging trying to figure out where to position everything, but I think you should be able to see everything. So we just have our really deep, well-used frying pan, and I'm going to put it on about medium-high, and we're going to be using our olive oil. I have a tablespoon today, so 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We're going to heat that up really nice. And I've already cut it up for us a nice, really big red onion. I use red onion a lot, it's my favorite, but if you like white or yellow, you can do that. I always put in the vegetables first, and if you are ever doing vegetables, try to put in the vegetables that require longer cooking in first. So if you're putting like even really diced carrots in, put that in first, and maybe like if you had diced potatoes or something, put that in first, and then kind of go progressively to the vegetables that require the least amount of cooking, usually the onions or maybe a mushroom at the very end. The red pepper I usually put kind of in the middle. I want it kind of cooked, but I don't want it mushy as much as I maybe would like the onions. Alright, and so now we're going to be putting in 1 tablespoon of sage, and fresh spices is always optimal, although my fridge is really packed, so I have to kind of prioritize according to my fridge space on what I want really fresh and what I can deal with in a dried spice. And garlic. Garlic, I'm going to put in about a tablespoon. I like, even though I am Italian, I do not like a lot of garlic. I would much rather more black pepper or more salt or more red pepper than garlic. And we are going to be using, it's about 1/8 of a teaspoon of red pepper, but I'm just going to kind of do that. And I'm also going to do that with my black pepper. my black pepper. Give me 30 seconds, I'll be right back with you, and we'll show you what the beautiful sauce looks like. All right, so our butternut squash is cooking really well. We diced it fairly small so it wouldn't take forever to cook. And we're gonna put a little bit more of Himalayan salt. I have a yeast-free vegan veggie bouillon. That's a mouthful, right? And so I literally put the cube in just like that, and I'm gonna break it up. And then I'm going to put my 1 cup of water in. You can hear it sizzling, eh? It's on high now. And so really what's going to happen is this wonderful spices and onions are all going to be put together. And then because our squash actually has starch in it, we shouldn't need any thickener at the end of it. And we're going to let this cook up and darken and just kind of simmer after our onions get to the consistency that we like. Then what we're going to do is we're going to put in our squash and we're going to mash it so that it becomes very, very creamy. So I'm going to wait until I can put everything together. I'll come back on, show you what it looks like, and then we'll put it in with the kelp noodles and see how fantastic this delicious mixture of raw and vegan foods can come together, and we can enjoy a very healthy, very quick meal for our family. All right, guys, it is complete. So I want to let you know I did add 1 additional cup of almond milk to the sauce, as well as 1/2 cup of nutritional yeast and a little bit more salt. This is kind of why I like to test a recipe first, because definitely we all have different palates and we want to play with it. As well as the recipe did call to mash the butternut squash before putting it into the sauce, although I decided to put it in so that without mashing it, and just mashing it kind of as it went, so that there was some nice chunky pieces in the sauce as well. And then I added some parsley. I didn't do fresh this time, and cut up a few pieces of sun-dried tomatoes to top it off with. I did taste it and it's absolutely delicious, and so I'm hoping I can show it to you without spilling it. So let's see what I can do here. I don't know. I may have to lift it up. Let me see. There we go. Can you see it? I'm not very good at this. There. It's fabulous. It's spilling all over the place. I'm going to try again. Give me a second. I'm always trying to think of where the camera is. There you are. Progression, not perfection. Let me know how it goes. I hope you enjoy it. And again, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Get out there, follow your dreams, and learn. Learn from people, learn from yourself, and never give up. It's not always easy, and I find the most worthwhile endeavors are not. But it's always worth it in the end. And in our journey, we are there for ourselves, and we are there to lead others, that our journey may heal ourselves. Look at me getting a little emotional. And also provide healing for those around us. I wish you a wonderful day. God bless.